go get it. Photo Porsche, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
Yeah. Sound like some superheroes. Some black superheroes. Oh, yeah. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a role like me. Military mind state and I keep in a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mega. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, into party, alter ego. Killed your leader in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and the asker thought it hard. If I was facing death and I could ask one thing of God, I would ask for every to be free here and
we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The Browns at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Chubb will get the call running left. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This defense for the Jets, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about...
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. Out to his left. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Faking the give. Now Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now it's Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Watson. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. Well, the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and goal. Watson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
When you enter the game as the AFC Player of the Week award winner, you expect runs like that and then some.
It was fun to watch him in the opener last week in Week 1. He was spectacular and open for more here in Week 2. They'll go again with Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down movement.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Wilson. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Berrios now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now Wilson on second down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Now let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw is Watson. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. There he goes, left side. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. And that flag accepted. Zuerlein now for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing after the interception. Watson in trouble, and he's taken down. Quinnen.
By Quinnen Williams. He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. After the sack on 1st down, Watson swings this out for Hunt. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Corey Bojorquez now to punt this one away. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. Taken at about the 36. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Hall again. Room here to run. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second down and 3. On second down, a run with Hall. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Okay, ready? Go.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. There's Wilson to throw. Being chased out left. And incomplete on the deep ball. That's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt. 3-yard return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Here's Watson. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Berrios now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13. And no further. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
To throw again on 2nd down. Flacco. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Flacco. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
The general manager of the New York Jets continues to make investments in the receiver room in this draft. 10th overall pick. They invested again, this time with Garrett Wilson out of Ohio State. Great speed, outstanding body control, really goes up and snatches the ball out of the air. Everything that you're looking for.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know that pass was incomplete, but I'm also impressed with how he was able to maintain his vision, because normally when you break out to the left that way, it narrows everything down, almost becomes a half-field read. But he's able to still see the entire playing surface and try to connect all the way back to the right.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating off play action, Flacco. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Greg Newsom, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Back to throw, Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Jets are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the 3rd quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. The offense on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run with Hall. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 73 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
If you were going to choose a franchise back from the 2022 class, most figured it would be Breece Hall out of Iowa State, and he was the first guy off the board to the New York Jets. More than looked the part of a bell cow offensive cornerstone at Iowa State, and by testing numbers, one of the best athletes we've seen enter the league at his position.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A break from the ground game here. Flacco rolling to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Back to the ground with Hall. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Found the job there on the outside. Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So his great start to the season continues. He found the end zone time after time in the opener last week, and he does it again here in week 2.
And Brandon, we have a lot of coaches sell us week to week that there is no momentum, there is no carryover. Every game is its own entity. But after what we saw him do last week and now punching one in here, I'm starting to think that there is a carryover, and he's feeling it.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Straight ahead is Hall, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Hall again. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. They'll give to Hall. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. The gun, they run it with Hall, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Got it. Flacco. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane, and knock it away as we just saw there.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Flacco. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. He hit his first this one from 38. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones. His third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Browns strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point by York is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Flacco to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane.
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send them after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Pressure mounting. Flacco. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. So another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And again, it's Chubb. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college.